Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. What if choosing love meant choosing between chaos and peace, and losing a part of yourself either way? So here's what's happening. Will Spencer, raised in power and privilege, finds himself stuck in a complicated love triangle that's anything but simple. On one side, there's Electra, passionate, unpredictable, intense. On the other, there is a calm, grounded relationship that offers him peace. And when everything reaches a breaking point, Will makes a shocking decision that changes not just his love life, but who he is as a person. Let's start from the beginning, because this isn't just about romance. It's about identity, pressure, and figuring out who you really are when everything around you is pulling you in different directions. Will Spencer didn't grow up in a normal world. Being the son of Bill Spencer Jr. and Katie Logan means living in a space filled with power, expectations, and emotional complexity. His life has always been surrounded by big personalities and even bigger drama, especially when you look at his older half brothers compared to them. Will has always seemed a little more quiet, a little more grounded, but now his life is starting to look just as messy. What once felt like a simple, straightforward young romance has slowly turned into something much deeper and way more complicated. At the center of it all are two very different women. First, there's Electra. Now, Electra isn't someone you ignore. She's bold, fiery, and complex, completely unapologetic about who she is. From the moment she entered Will's life, there was this undeniable spark between them. The kind of chemistry that pulls you in whether it's good for you or not. She's passionate, driven, and not afraid to make big moves. Sometimes even reckless ones, and lately, those moves have people questioning her intentions, especially with rumors floating around that she might be trying to marry into the Forrester family as some kind of revenge play. But here's the thing, despite all of that, the connection between her and Will is real. It's intense, it's magnetic, and it's hard to walk away from something that feels that powerful. Then, on the other side, there is someone completely different. Someone calm, grounded, stable. Their relationship doesn't come with drama or chaos. It's not loud or explosive, but it's real in a different way. It gives Will something he's not used to, peace. And people notice it. When he's with her, he's different, softer, more focused. There is a clarity in him that you don't see when he's caught up in emotional storms. It's like you are seeing the version of Will he could become if he chose a quieter, more balanced life. And that's where the real conflict begins. Because now, Will isn't just choosing between two women, he's choosing between two versions of himself. On top of that, there's pressure coming from every direction. Will Spencer Jr., his father, has always had strong opinions, and when it comes to life and love, Will sees everything like a battlefield. To him, strength, control, and dominance are what win, not vulnerability or emotion. That mindset has influenced Will growing up, whether he realizes it or not. But now, Will is starting to question it. Because what if love isn't supposed to feel like a fight? Katie, on the other hand, brings a completely different perspective. She's lived through heartbreak, betrayal, and all the emotional ups and downs that come with it. So, when she sees Will struggling, she doesn't push him, she guides him. She tells him to listen to his heart, to choose honesty, to not let outside pressure decide something as personal as love. And that quiet advice, it sticks with him. But just when things are already complicated enough, Electra makes a move. And it's a big one, a bold public emotional gesture that forces everything into the open. Some people see it as a declaration of love, others see it as manipulation. But for Will, it's a wake up call because now he has to face the truth. What they have, is it real love? Or is it just intensity and drama disguised as something deeper? And that question leads to the moment that changes everything. Will finally decides he can't live in confusion anymore. No more going back and forth, no more avoiding the truth. In a powerful emotional scene, he confronts Electra, and you can feel how hard it is for him. Because the feelings are real, but so is the chaos that comes with them. He tells her the truth calmly, clearly, with a level of maturity that shows how much he's grown. He admits that he used to believe their intensity meant love, but now he realizes love shouldn't feel like constant conflict. And that moment, it breaks something. Electra doesn't take it well. Her reaction is explosive: anger, disbelief, heartbreak all crashing together at once. For someone who's always been in control, losing Will like this hits hard. But here is what makes it even more emotional. Beneath all that fire, there's vulnerability, real pain, because even if her actions were questionable, her feelings weren't fake. She's scared of losing him, and now she has. But decisions like this don't just affect two people. The fallout spreads. Friends take sides, relationships shift, family dynamics change, but surprisingly starts to see Will differently. Even if it doesn't fully agree with his choice, there is a growing respect. Because for once, Will didn't choose power. He chose emotional truth. Katie, on the other hand, couldn't be prouder. She sees her son stepping into his own identity, making a decision based on self awareness rather than pressure. And Will, he feels something new: clarity. For the first time, he's not just reacting to life, he's choosing it, defining it. But that doesn't mean it's easy. Because even after making the decision, there are still questions. Will Electra come back into his life? Can his new relationship survive in a world filled with drama? And how will this choice affect his place in both the Spencer and Forrester families? As the time passes, Will starts reflecting more deeply, not just on his relationships, but on himself. Growing up as Bill Spencer Jr.'s son means carrying a legacy built on control and ambition. But now, Will is doing something different. He is redefining strength, not as power over others, but as honesty with himself. Katie notices it immediately: the way he carries himself, the calm confidence, the emotional growth. It's a quiet but powerful moment for her as a mother. But let's be real, the world doesn't stay calm for long. Electra, still dealing with the heartbreak, starts to spiral. The pain turns into determination, and rumors start spreading that she's not done yet. And if that's true, then the chaos will try to escape might come right back. At the same time, his new relationship isn't perfect either. It's stable, yes, but it's unfamiliar territory. He has to learn how to build something without the highs and lows he's used to. And sometimes he wonders if he's ready for that. Even Will starts to shift a little. He may never fully abandon his tough mindset, but he can't ignore what he sees in his son. There's strength there, just a different kind. And as this chapter comes to a close, it doesn't feel like an ending. It feels like a pause, because in this world, every decision comes with consequences. And sometimes the real drama begins after the choice is made. This storyline hits deep because it's not just about love, it's about identity and growth. Will's choice represents something bigger than romance. It's about breaking away from expectations and choosing your own path. It also shows how love can take different forms: one filled with passion and chaos, the other with peace and stability. And neither is easy in its own way. Most importantly, it highlights that even the right decision can still hurt. Honestly, I respect Will for this. It's not easy to walk away from something intense, especially when it feels so real. But sometimes, intensity isn't the same as something healthy. At the same time, I feel for Electra too. She's not just a villain here. She's someone who loved deeply, even if she expressed it in the wrong ways. And that's what makes this so real. Nobody is completely right or completely wrong. It's messy, emotional, human. So now the big question is, did Will really make the right choice? Will Electra come back and turn everything upside down again? Can his peaceful relationship survive in a world built on drama? And if you were in his place, would you choose passion or stability? Let me know what you think in the comments. I really want to hear your take on this. And if you love stories like this, full of emotion and tough decisions, don't forget to like and subscribe. Because trust me, the story is far from over.